A really heartfelt conversation. Yeah, well, look at them now. Alright, so
Jesus.
player who places the most obs wards by 15, I will say Kuro, because he's playing an Invis hero. How long will the game be? That's a complicated one. Don't look at my answer.
37 to 44. And total number of teleports canceled by stun.
Keep in mind there's a Bat Rider.
Go for 2. Total number of player deaths by 10. I don't feel like there's going to be a whole lot.
Alright, my predictions are locked in.
Locked in? What? I don't know why I alt-tabbed.
Don't do that.
I'm not sure why I alt-tabbed. It was like second nature.
I do it all the time, don't worry.
Alright, we are off. Game number 2, Team Liquid, Fnatic.
30 seconds to battle.
Both need a win. We are going to start off with Liquid contesting the top rune via a smoke and an attempt at a first blood on mid one. Oh, the smoke pops on Fada. Mid one sees it, starts running right, but it's right to the hands of Team Liquid. They will get the stuns required.
He is super dead.
And get the first blood.
Alright, the worst part about that is that Fada's going to pick up the first blood. He's going to get the bounty rune, and mid one had to level Timber Chain, which...
Yeah, that's real bad.
Yeah, and on top of that, he's going to have to use a lot of his money that he had saved up for TP instead. So that's going to give Mind Control a little bit more incentive to do well in this lane, whereas, like we talked about, that is exactly what they're going to do. They're going to give the Timbersaw the one-on-one matchup, which is very typical nowadays.
Mind Control going to start off by pulling the creep wave, and this is made all the worse because mid one doesn't have reactive armor yet.
Nor does he have Whirling Death, which would also be kind of helpful here.
Yeah.
And this
doesn't have a Quelling Blade.
Oh no, you missed the creep on the Timber Chain.
Oh, no. So many things going wrong for mid one. Would Mind Control have done this? Yeah, he probably would have done this anyway, right?
Yeah. If it was the Bane, maybe the Bane sleeps and creeps go away, but we already knew that the Bane was going to camp mid, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And in this mid lane, Kuro patiently trying to wait out the courier, but Fnatic, next level, David blaming him, not even going to send it in. Man, this game already off to a rough start. It still does have 4 CS though, so it's fine, but...
And they've got a DJ Enchantress. And DJ Enchantress, I think, is the only thing that can save Liquid from this rough start.
Yeah. Mind Control? Not gonna level up.
Start going on the Bat Rider. The Enchantress is making his way over, and they're going to be able to find Jerix. Already getting a little bit of sticky napalm damage. Kuro not going to be able to save Jerix here, and this should be our first kill for Fnatic. Liquid, no contest there.
No, don't think they could have really helped him in any case. That was just going to be a hard save.
So, DJ makes his first strike.
Yeah,
it's a successful one.
He is going to have to do a lot in this game. Just because I think, Liquid this game, gonna have a pretty decent time of it.
Fada should be able to kind of free farm in this mid lane, even when he's facing up against the Bane. He's got boots and a poor man's shields. He's sending himself a bottle quite soon. Mind Control, meanwhile, has to deal with mid one, pushing out the wave and pulling. So he may actually lose some experience advantage to mid one. Yeah,
going to be a pretty significant amount as Mind Control. Not going to be doing too much here as bottom lane, Matama Man and Rex just continue to get more and more annoyed by DJ as he does DJ things.
Some damage on a Matumba Man, waveforms away. Jerix would have actually died if it wasn't for the fact that he was holding onto a TP scroll.
This has been horrible for Liquid so far though, this Bat Rider.
Oh,
although in mid.
Alchemist ends up going down. Looks like Hiroki came in and 343 wasn't actually able to be there in time for the Nightmare.
Still,
it's pretty rough.
Offlane is going very well for Fnatic. just because of this Enchantress being such a nuisance right now, and it looks like they want to dive on the Jarex again, who is lacking regen heavily.
No TP this time around.
They've got to be careful. I think liable to die here. They might even just make a move on to Matama Man and try to force him to pop the wand. Instead, he's going to waveform out, and it's going to force Kuro to come down here and right the ship as in mid lane.
Spin goes out. Fada does what he can. Kuro. He's here, but I really don't see them actually killing anybody.
Yeah, in fact, Dust is going to get popped.
Now, Kuro's going to be caught. Did you manage to get the telekinesis, stopping some of that Firefly damage? Ohio gets a little bit more sticky napalm. That's it.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's rough, though. Look at mid. Fada just grabbed himself a double damage rune, and he's about to get his level 6, so need to be careful in this mid lane.
It's alright. The Alchemist got the rune that he really cares about.
That is true. But it all means nothing. He dies again to Fada. Spin on to Mushi. They're going to lose a lot of their creeps. If they stay grouped up, they shouldn't have a problem, though.
Yeah. Provided you stand.
Brokey is going to come across here. DJ dropping pretty low here. In fact, if they get this hit, it's going to be a lot. Waveform will finish him up. Matama Man already low, doesn't actually have a whole lot of magic wand charges. Kuro is hoping just to be able to slow down Ohio, but the body blocks beautiful. Set in just enough. Kuro barely going to be able to escape from the flames.
Oh, they are both so low. 3-4-3 going to drop the sentry.
He sees Kuro, almost gets the brain sap. Kuro surely saw that animation. Not going to happen. Meanwhile, mid lane being dove heavily. Alchemist behind the tier 1 tower. DJ now TP's in. Mind control at half HP, but not like DJ can do anything without it. His creeps.
Yeah, awkward situation at bottom. You notice that Jarex was trying to do his best to come in, but it was odd just because he had 100 HP. There's a Firefly down. He felt like he couldn't walk into the flames. Instead, they disengage as 3-4-3. Just immediately going to sleep up mind control and any kind of thoughts of going for that bottom engagement.
He just slip away. What is mind control doing? Rotating like that before level 6.
He's just doing things. I mean, he got a kill mid on Mushi.
Yeah.
And
it just seemed weird that he would rotate from there to bottom lane, but 6-minute rune.
Oh.
Okay. That will not be his.
I think that's going to cost mind control's life. Yeah. He is mega dead trying to go for that rune.
That was so many levels of not worth.
Indeed. As Fada's going to walk into this jungle, see a bunch of camps and just start spinning at him. If you can get a lot of these small ones,
that'll really hurt the Alchemist.
Yeah, as gonna pop the bottle, and 3-4-3 is gonna walk in here. Maybe even run into him on his way to stack, as they might have an inkling that he's here.
Yeah, they use the scan. Bada knows his time is short. That's why he goes for the TP out while he finishes up that camp.
Oh, 3-4-3 was so close. He just stole that entire camp, though. That was 3-4-3's life.
Mind control is going to be caught again. The lasso's there. He still has the spike carapace. Will be able to get the small distance. Stuns onto the creep. That just left him in the flames a little bit longer. Get away, though. Ohio unable to finish him off.
Yeah. So upside right now for Fnatic, though, is that their top lane Timbersaw continues to get absolute free farm. He's doing quite well for himself right now. Third in net worth. For Liquid, the good news is that their Jug is still in a pretty good position. In fact, he leads net worth even over that Alchemist, especially after taking all that stack. He's going to have a hefty level advantage over everybody in the game. Doesn't mean too much, though, as Alch will just continue to do Alch things.
You think you've slowed down an Alchemist, and then he finishes his third, fourth item before you get your second. He will have an armlet coming in. What is it about the shift? The Alchemists are picking up the armlet before Radiance now.
Well, he's pretty much unkillable when he pops his ultimate, and the armlet, it solves all of his problems in terms of the armor that he gets, general bump in HP.
Baited. Go for the Jarex Rubik replicate. Turns out to be a fake.
Oh man, Mushi found another bounty rune. Gonna pretty much complete his Radiance. That's what that item does.
Bottom tower has fallen.
So he picks up Armlet, picks up one bounty rune, and boom.
Okay.
Uh-oh, telekinesis, and that's good enough. Mind control lands his
way more than
combination, and now they can actually get some damage on this tier 1. Fada's even taken it up for them as the healing ward definitely dodging Alchemist's attempts at denying it.
Yeah, and they are just gonna dust and kill Kuro.
What?
That was very greedy.
That team was not on the same page, that's
No,
for sure.
they can't really dive in that position just because the Alc had his chemical rage going. It felt like Kuroki wanted to force everybody in, but Liquid are like, we just can't do that. All the spells are expended. So very poor mind control. Gonna go for the Iron Talon as Bushi just continues to do Alc things.
Never stop, Mushi. Never stop. Enchantress gonna have to turn into a core eventually for Fnatic, and he's already got the Ogre Club.
He just got so much gold from popping that bounty rune. He's got like 600 gold, man.
And
Oh, Fada's gotta be careful.
really loves Cop and Tower hits.
That is his jam.
Does seem like it. Meanwhile, Mind Control is looking for the pick off on Mushi. Counter ward already laid out, coupled with an Observer ward, so they know exactly what is happening here.
Yeah. Instead, they're gonna go for 3-4-3, and they should spot him here as long as Mind Control doesn't miss the stun, and he doesn't.
Hoping for a Nightmare tonight. Oh, he almost had that one too.
That was very close.
Midwan pushing well past the tier 1 tower. Gets a lot of damage onto Matumba Man.
Mushi's just
gotta be careful. Wan's up before he's hit by the chakram.
Mushi's just gotta keep hoping for all those bounty runes.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, and mid.
Jesus, Midwan, calm down.
He almost did get Matumba Man. Matumba Man just has enough to survive the burst, but nobody from Liquid gonna help out as they're all on their way to top. Just taking this tower is Ohio. Was not very effective in that last game, but has done a very good job in this
They're
game.
gonna try for it. Midwan is almost completely out of mana. Mind Control TP'd in, tries to bait out with the Spike Carapace, not gonna happen. And now DJ actually pops the dust thinking they can kill Mind Control, but the triple impale on the 2 creeps and DJ himself stops that bit of aggression. Now Fnatic swarming around that tier 1 tower will finally claim it in exchange for their top tower.
Yeah, Glyph gonna get popped.
Are fortified.
Wada actually stopped his TP, already anticipating that that wasn't really gonna be a fight. And 3-4-3 looking for an opportunity to get his Fiend's Grip off, but it's gonna go home with nothing right now. And Mushi is getting a good amount of gold, and now gonna push out that top lane as Wada still doesn't have a TP. He's gotta be careful here. Invis Mind Control on the hunt. Liquid all coming in here. They're gonna spot this too as Mind Control barely doesn't get dusted now.
No, they thought they were going to be able to get it with that scan. That just means Midwan's going to die to Mind Control instead. Fiend's Grip plus the lasso controlling 2 different heroes. Mind Control is actually going to die to that one. Ohio's going to cut across here, trying to lay over Matumba Man. Matumba Man goes for it, but the Brain Sap is just enough, keeping 3-4-3 alive. Kuro. There is not any other counter vision left for Fnatic. They can't really turn, especially with Fada coming in from behind. Yami Slash not enough to finish off any one hero, but with the help of Matumba Man as well as Jarek, they'll finish off both.
Yeah, very well done by Liquid as they sandwich in right there. Unfortunately, they lost their very poor Nyx Assassin, but not going to matter too much as now they're going to grab this mid tower. And Timbersaw just going to TP by himself here. Might have been a mistake as Jarek.
He stole the lasso and he controls him. No.
Mid one did not check that because
no.
if he knew that Jarek's...
Not.
I remember that he stole it before because Jarek's got hit by it, and I mean, it's just odd to steal because he was the one that was lassoed to begin with, and Ohio didn't drop any sticky napalm charges. I can only imagine he was out of mana. So that had to have come as a surprise as mid one just dies back to back. That is the worst possible result for this Timbersaw right now.
Mind Control has found Mushi, but Mind Control's rotation over in the first place was again scouted by this counter ward and observer ward combination.
And what? That's still got to be such a surprise. Mid-one's got to just be like scratching his head, like, how do you steal Lasso
Yeah.
when you got lassoed?
Even then, you could say that TP, not worth it.
Oh, definitely
Lasso
not.
or not.
Well, if there's no lasso, then he gets lifted. Probably doesn't get bursted because he can just.
But if he gets shurikened when he goes for the timber chain,
Yeah, that's true.
it's just like a little bit of like there's
It's unnecessary.
potential. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
unnecessary is the big thing.
Not worth the risk. Kuro scouting out mid wand. If the rest of the team comes over, they can kill him a third time. Mind Control gonna be trying to lead the way here with the impale. No need
There's
to go
no
for the
way to
vendetta
kill
hit.
3 times
he will
again.
be able to get the impale landed. The rest of the disables are there. Third time is definitely not the charm for mid wand.
He started off so good in this game. Remember, he had an almost 3 laning phases. Mind Control lets the lane at like level 4 to go around and gank. And ever since then, he has just been terrorized on this map. And Liquid, they're trying to push all the advantages they can because they know this Alchemist is lurking in the shadows, just continuing to farm.
Lana pushing forward. They're actually going to go for Mushi here. They drop him almost immediately thanks to the Omni Slash. Burst nukes coming in
Man,
from the Rubik as well.
I cannot believe that Mushi decided to show up. We thought that he was just going to continue to farm, but instead, Liquid just going to get a freebie. Yeah, they're going to slow down that Radiance, get a lot more net worth on their Juggernaut, who's almost got a full Battle Fury now. He's going to transition into a core of his own. Yasha Battle Fury at 16 minutes is nothing to smirk at, as Lincoln's is going to come onto the Morphling, and Liquid just giving a freebie right now.
A lot of pings going down back and forth. Fnatic do have some idea that Liquid are in their jungle. They pushed out as a group to see if they can catch anybody, specifically one of the Invis heroes, but not the case here.
Yeah, Jerix has gone off in this game again, and Fnatic right now still fighting for that top 4 dream. No team wants to go into the best of 1 lower bracket, as we talked about, with how close all the teams
Mind
are.
Control's gonna pop the smokes. They knew about this one too. Almost sure of it. Because the combination of ward vision from this and this, they got a lot of information about where Fnatic were going.
Also, Jerix was very aggressively pushing out that top lane.
Yeah.
Nobody dealt with him. That had to have triggered some warning signals from Team Liquid, as that's information. And right now, up at top, Mushi just continues to farm, is pretty close to that Radiance. Just gonna proc his ultimate.
Spin to win! Otto will clean up the creep
might just
wave.
die here. Oh.
He's got an Invis rune though.
No, he's perfectly fine. I thought the Bat Rider was coming, but
Speaking of Bat, Ohio, getting closer and closer to that Blink Dagger.
I would have thought he had it in a game, especially the type of game that he was having. But I think after all those lost team fights, they are going to spot Fada though. They know that he is invis, even fire flying over. Just going to kind of trigger some game sense from Liquid.
Medallion over
Mech?
over Mech?
I think it's okay.
Just because the just trying to amp up the quick physical damage of Juggernaut and Morphling to pop heroes like the Timbersaw or Alchemist.
When you get the Solar Crest, it's really good against the Enchantress. And the fact that Alk is... They only have 2 ways to deal physical damage on this team.
Do you think it's more about the defensive or offensive options of Medallion?
Probably defensive.
Okay.
I know Kuro just likes this item in general.
Yeah.
Matama Man gonna take this bottom tower. Ain't it easy as Fnatic are gonna make a move into the jungle. They might even run into somebody here. Nope. Liquid just pinging around that area. They know. They've sensed it.
Well, they get some aggressive vision up, and that's about it.
Most of this comes from the fact that if Matama Man's pushing bottom right now, nobody's pushing out this top lane. They can just kind of process of elimination, decide that something's happening on the other side. And without a Blink Dagger, they can't even punish, as Fada knows now He's gonna start making his move over.
He just picked up the Blink Dagger. He'll find the opportunity. Catching 3-4-3. The spin will give them the kill, and it's a track kill at that.
They
How
have
much
gotta
more
all
they
get
can
out.
get. Mid one, he's got a TP. Mind control, closing the gap though, slowly but surely. The TP in. Matumba Man has found mid one. Long timber chain away though. Might be able to get away. Fada is close on the case. Looks like he omni-slashed earlier,
Yeah.
but it wasn't enough to kill.
He tried to go for the Alchemist who was TPing out, but unfortunately overestimated his damage as Alk with his Chemical Rage and Armlet is very hard to take down. And now Mushi is starting to get a little bit of separation away from the other two cores of Liquid, but it's everybody else that just completely trails behind on the side of Fnatic. Their 1500 net worth Bane, who's coveting right now that win lace.
5,500 on Batrider, and okay, double dust. Neither of which hit the Invis hero.
That's... I can't do that. That's more than 10% of 343's net worth. Can't just throw away money like that. You've got to feel right now for Fnatic because they're trying to make smoke plays happen. They're being active around the map, but they just haven't found anything right now. Liquid are just moving them around the map. Liquid feel comfortable because they have two very strong core scaling, especially after killing mid one like 4 times in a row. I think that was kind of when they told themselves, okay, now we're comfortable. Like at one point, this guy was on his pace for something like a 14-minute Bloodstone, which would have really changed the game.
And now, turns into a 20-minute Bloodstone. But maybe they have the chance to bring it back if they can just win one good team fight, get some Bloodstone charges in, maybe take away the gem of Team Liquid.
Yeah. I think if Fnatic can just continue to hold, maybe if the Alk gets absolute slotted, but it's not even the Alk that I'm worried about right now, it's the rest of the Fnatic heroes, because I think Liquid have enough to deal with just the Alk. We talked about them, us being concerned about whether or not Liquid have enough damage. Well, just through the virtue of how much farm all the cores on Liquid have been able to pick up, I don't think that's a concern anymore.
Yeah, Morphling's damage is obviously gonna get greater and greater as time goes on, so there is a bit of a ticking time bomb. That watery devil.
Especially Fada. This build is pretty greedy, the Yasha and the Battle Fury.
Yeah.
He's got almost no stats, but he farms. And farms.
And it's going to farm a Roshan. With that double damage, looks to be pretty easy. They get scouted out by the Enchantress' Dart Troll Summoner, but it does not matter one bit. Team Liquid will protect their Roshan to the death, but Fnatic, again, no contest from them.
Yeah, there's almost no way that they can fight this anymore. Like, this is pretty much a free Roshan, and they struggled to kill this Morphling before. It doesn't get easier than this.
Mm-hmm.
What are you meant to do in this position where you get behind, Liquid are just farming all around the map, they're splitting up both cores efficiently. The Nyx Assassin doesn't even need farm anymore. Like, I'm pretty sure Mind Control's given up on items. He's just like, I'm gonna roll around Invis with a Blink Dagger now. That's my game.
Well, I can tell you one thing Fnatic could hope for.
Hit me.
The Ethereal Blade of Matumba Man is picked up and used at the same time as Juggernaut's Omni-Slash.
Oh, stick.
That's
That's what you all in on?
Yeah. That's what you all in on.
Oh, Liquid are just pushing down this mid lane. Now they realize that Alk isn't quite there, and Mushi has to come back to defend. Throws down.
Top tower is under attack.
Looks like they want this pick off on whoever TP's in and defends this tower push, but
Dire's bottom tower is
Fada,
under attack.
I mean, they could have conceivably killed him maybe before this Manta was complete,
Yeah.
but now I think he's just got enough stats to survive through the burst.
Yeah, I meant to make this things really hard for them is now Morph is just gonna start the split push. Okay.
Bye-bye.
3-4-3 is like, damn dude.
Cold.
That is
And
that
now
is messed
Matumba
up.
Man is going to come in. If the telekinesis on a mid one, thanks to Jerix getting
Oh
the
my-
link forward.
He died so fast.
He did.
Even with that cloak, the amount of HP that he has and that wand, they blew him up so fast. Jerix had a just timber chains forward.
I mean, Matsu's level 16 at 23 minutes.
Yeah, you're in a good position. And Mushi has the TP available, but seems like he's a little bit reluctant to come back without the timber stall. Although timber has respawned, it's the Bane. Bane will always be respawned. Don't worry, Mushi. Looks like they're conceding this Rax.
Top barracks are under attack.
I don't think they had too many other options, to be honest.
Maybe if Mushi's there and he just continues to Acid Claw, but it seems like he just told his team to wait while he gets his Manta before they get into an engagement.
It's going to come forward now with Tumberman rebuffs him with the quick combination, leaving Mushi at half health. Now the initiation from Ohio, but it's not fast enough. They managed to get mind control to put a stop to any pullback with his double stuns. Fada, a little bit too far forward actually. He's going to be being scripted up and taken out, but Matumbaman gets the reprisal, and Alchemist now starts morphing into strength as he battles it out with 3-4-3 underneath the Chakram. The pullback there still isn't enough damage, and now it's going to be DJ, who underneath the tier 4 towers will also fall.
What's going on?
As a Fateful comes out.
Okay, so melee barracks still stand. Matumbaman desperately trying to morph back the other way. He's just going to come back in through the replicate. But everybody else from Liquid is so low. And... okay.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Did Crow just...
They just died to the replicate that Enchantress stole.
Yeah.
Which Matumbaman could have stopped if he just came back.
Huh. Garrett's almost died for that too.
I know, that's why they smoked up, because the Radiance was burning them down. So they're like, oh, quick, hide.
Man, that was...
hide from the fake Alchemist man.
I was just about to compliment Liquid on back-to-back flawless games, but you gotta giggle at some things.
I could just imagine Curl. Matu, come back! Matu! Matu, come back! I'm dying! Matu never came.
That's pretty entertaining. As Matumbaman still has that Aegis available, not for too much longer, but they are on the chase for that Alkalusion.
Oh, almost killed him. Good attempt at the Nightmare to be able to dodge that combination. Matumbaman actually low enough here. They managed to get the lasso, but he's still morphing through strength. Can he survive? A little bit more. Oh my god, he's got the space now. He turns around, gets a little bit more stun. They need the damage. The Fiend Script doesn't actually hit onto Matumbaman. It locks down on mind control instead. A good kill, yes, but Matumbaman finally takes out, losing that Aegis. Now they get the stun onto Jerix. That's going to be 3. Matumbaman will waveform himself away. That is not a kill that Fnatic could possibly chase down a second time, but still a big win, taking away that Aegis and picking up 3 kills.
That was like 3k gold for them. And every little bit counts right now is 10k in both categories, but that is kind of what they need to get it started, as Matumbaman just blows up 3-4-3. The weird thing is 3-4-3 hasn't even died that much this game. Mid one has died 7 times to his 5, which is pretty insane to think about, considering the Bane has had no space to farm, and they just haven't been able to take teamfights. Morphling
just picked up the Ethereal Blades. Couple minutes later, boom, full Manta. Linken's Ethereal Blade, Manta, Boots of Travel, all by 27 minutes. The Alchemist,
gotta be careful.
Best way to describe it, he's gonna be rivaling the Alchemist when it comes to net worth and easily beating him out with the kill. And now DJ's gonna be the next target. Matumbaman doesn't have a nuke just yet. Gonna be slept up, woken up by mind control. Matu thinking about going for the dive.
They're gonna continue to just go for this. There is a buyback available on Mushi. I'm not sure how much he wants to go for it, considering, but this is gonna mean a second set of racks if he doesn't, so immediately goes for it and cancels the TP as everybody from Fnatic are smoked. Maybe the last attempt they have at this, if they're gonna stand any chance at trying to go for a top 4 in the group.
Smoke revealed, and Fnatic don't actually gain anything from it.
They need this win so bad, just to continue their hopes of an upper bracket. But Liquid instead, looks like they want to disengage without the Aegis available to them. Probably just go for this bottom push instead. So much more safe. They know that Mushi's already popped that buyback, so all they have to do is win half of a team fight where they kill him, and They might just be able to end it.
Poor Bane. 3-4-3, dies again.
Oh.
They are going to be able to get the lasso and return until again. Mind control blinks in, hits the spike parapet. The combination with the stun stops the Batrider in his tracks, and they blow him up. Matumba Man now jumps forward. The Infest. Okay, good steal there from DJ, but on the left-hand side, mid one will die again. 3 down from Fnatic. Liquid don't need to go for the safe push anymore. They can go straight down mid.
Yeah, there's no buyback on any of them. They're going to pop the healing ward, bring Matumba Man to full HP as Jarex jumps in deep.
And he's back. The burst damage. Oh, it's what you were talking about. The Ethereal Blade Omni Slash.
But it's not going to matter.
It's not.
They have way more than enough damage to take him out. And with Mushi dead, with no buyback, I think this is going to mean minimum of Mega Creeps, as Liquid are going to have to do this with just... or Fnatic are going to have to do this 5v4.
Yeah, not even gonna risk it. Liquid's like, no, Mega Creep, that is child's play. Let's go tier 4s and Throne. Forced out the GG from Fnatic. Fnatic just hoping to be able to get a kill on mind control, but before it all ends. And it ends, it does indeed.
Alright, so Fnatic going to go down 0-2 in this series, which would leave them at 2 points in this overall